We couldn't hear you.
Right, boys, it's been about 4 days since the Ryan Garcia vs Devin Haney fight. The dust has settled, but a lot has happened in the space of this 4 days. But I want to go back and ask the question, was Ryan Garcia crazy, or is he an actual genius? Man, I don't think I've ever actually seen a build-up like this fight in my lifetime. The fact that everyone were calling Ryan Garcia crazy, that it said he should have been called off, the Twitter spaces, the TikTok lives. I mean, he were in a Twitter space with Andrew Tate at one point. Everything was just so mental, but he got people talking and he got people watching. But someone actually put out a video the other day saying history has repeated itself. It was Showbiz Adult. So he actually put this on Twitter. We're going to take a little watch. So this is what he actually put on Twitter. He thinks history has been repeating itself. Now, I don't know if Ryan Garcia knew about this and he's just copied the playbook, or history is just repeating itself, because history tends to do that. But let's have a little look.
God did. My heavenly Father, Jesus Christ, I give you all the glory. He'll come and do it. Without you, I love you so much.
I talk to God every day. If God's with me, can't nobody be against me.
You guys hate on me because I'm pretty and shit. Man, that's fucked up.
I'm pretty. Hold it, you're not that pretty. I'm a bad man.
Come on, God, you really thought I was crazy? You done lost your whole mind.
Wait. I shook up the world. I shook up the world. I shook up the world.
God.
So yeah, that's that. As Ryan Garcia had followed the playbook of Muhammad Ali to an absolute T. Because even, it didn't show it in that clip, but before that fight with Muhammad Ali, he actually had to get analysed to see, because everyone thought he was crazy, everyone thought he was losing his mind. So he had to get analysed before he actually had the fight. And when Ryan Garcia rocked up to New York, Ryan Garcia had to do the exact same, because everyone thought he was crazy. And you can understand why everyone thought he was crazy. They're literally acting it. Ryan Garcia actually admitted to it. The title of the video was Garcia Crazy or a Genius. This is Ryan Garcia on the Patrick Bet-David podcast that aired last night. He actually reveals whether he were crazy. So let's have a little look at this. This is on my, I put it on my TikTok, so go follow me. It's nonstopjb_, just like all my socials. Go follow me on there. I'm always uploading videos and that. There'll be a link down below in the description. So yeah, let's have a look at this video.
This all an act? What part of it was real? Tell us about it.
I mean, my cameraman Chance, Ajay's there. Hey, we have it pre-recorded months ago. What did I say was gonna happen? I said I'm about to make sure everybody thinks I'm gonna go crazy. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Why? It's gonna be called the Great Escape. Like, I have it all documented. I was already planning it, weeks and weeks and months behind. I don't know what made me come up with the idea, honestly. I just one day just decided just to go all in and just commit to a plan that I had, and I was not gonna budge for nobody. It didn't matter if I went on his podcast, anybody's podcast. I was acting like sporadic, like crazy. I would go on
Your mannerisms, you were just like
spaces. I'll do this with my nose. Like, it's just a tick. I had everything but then you make adjustments to. What was real though is at times I did drink a little bit during camp because I like to drink.
There you go. Ryan Garcia fooled the world. He wasn't crazy. He wasn't losing his mind. He wasn't all these things that people were saying about him. It was a marketing ploy. The biggest marketing ploy that we've seen in boxing for a while. But you can understand why people are saying that. The amount of stuff that were happening to him, the amount of stuff that he was doing. Every day on the lead up to this fight, there were a new story about Ryan Garcia. Or Ryan Garcia tweeting 100 times a day. It were crazy, man. It were a crazy build-up. It were a crazy fight. It were a crazy event. Everything about it. This will go down in the history books. What did everyone else think of the fight? Did you guys like the fight? Do you think this was one of the best fights ever? Or do you just think, like me, the build-up and everything? You can't just have the fight on its own. You've got to have the build-up, the history, and then the fight. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, Ryan Garcia, his stars just shot up through the roof after this fight. He's actually talking. There's 2 big names that have been linked with him already. First one, Sean O'Malley. So yeah, Sean O'Malley has been linked with Ryan Garcia. He came out and said on one of his videos that he'd want to fight him. This this video right here. So let's just take a look at this one right quick.
God, Ryan Garcia though, what's next for him? Jokes.
You.
I mean, a boxing fight's possible for sure.
MMA, no way in hell. I mean, no commission would even let that go.
Why can't we get him into the UFC with some kind of new like a different rule or something where you guys?
I'm not there yet.
Yeah, I don't think it'd ever happen in UFC, just cause UFC fighters, man. You get one leg kick, one takedown, and it's game over for Garcia. But in boxing, that's where it's at, and that's where the money's at.
I gotta be
two more though.
Yeah, exactly. 2 more fucking sick performances, and we're talking about being able to do whatever the fuck.
But maybe
They told me you can do a boxing fight 100% if it makes us enough money. Like, so the option's there. It just has to be able to make enough money. But Ryan being a fucking freak like that, you need 2 A sides to make a fucking Floyd Connor fight. Like you know what I mean?
So there you go. Sean O'Malley actually said that the UFC would allow him to fight Ryan Garcia. He said about 2 more fights, 2 good wins under his belt, 2 more title defenses, rise his stock up, and if the fight brings enough money in, just like the Mayweather versus McGregor fight did, that the UFC would allow him to do it. And like he said in this one, you need 2 A sides to make a fight like McGregor and Mayweather. You need 2 A sides. And I think this fight, I don't think it generated the amount of money that Mayweather-McGregor did. I don't think anything will be on that scale again. But I think it would be up there. Just because they're both kind of the same fighter as well. And by that I mean both social media presences. Both got the YouTube. O'Malley streams on Twitch. So they're both in the YouTube internet realm. So I think it'd be a good fight, that. Obviously, I think Garcia would win. I think these UFC fighters going over into boxing have been exposed. I just think it's too hard. It's too hard for them to step over. Just the way if the boxing stepped over into UFC, it'd be just as hard. Well, it'd be harder, actually. But yeah, there's that fight. And then Garcia actually said about the Tank Davis fight as well. So yeah, this is actually on the Ryan Bet David podcast again, and he's talking about fighting Tank. So let's hear what he's got to say.
Javante Davis worse than I beat Devin Haney. Devin Haney's a harder fight than Javante. And I know if he's like they're gonna go crazy right here, but at the end of the day, I've proved them wrong before. At the end of the day, you guys can pull up the picture of me, how I look for a Tank fight and how I look for Devin Haney fight.
Right, what he just said there is actually true. The difference in the Devin Haney fight versus the Tank fight is actually crazy. It looks like a different person. Have a look at this. This is Ryan Garcia the other night versus Devin Haney, and he said in the podcast, when he's walking to the ring, he were actually more about 70 kg. He were fighting at 63, I think, 140. I work in kgs. But look at the difference there, man. And this is the fight against Javante Davis. You see, he had a rehydration clause, so he couldn't even get back up. He could only put a little bit on. He couldn't balloon all the way up. He had to stay below a certain weight. You can see the difference here. It's night and day. I don't think Davis would go anywhere near this Garcia. I think he knew exactly what we're doing with this one, and he would not touch this one. Look at the difference, man. Look at his face. It looks like a different person. It really does.
He will never fight me at 145, so it doesn't really matter. And that's why he was trying to text me all nice and tweet me, "Oh, Ryan, I'll give you my real number now. Let's go to the club. I hung out with P. Diddy, and now I want to hang out with you." Like, bro, we're like.
Tank is saying this. I saw that.
Yeah, you seen that?
Did you guys speak after the fight? Like, did he call you to congratulate you or no?
He tried to go out with me. Pause. He did though.
Facts.
Yeah.
That night.
Yeah, man. So 2 fights lined up. Davis, Sean O'Malley, and he said he don't want the Devin Haney rematch because he beat him to a pulp. I would like to see. I think the Sean O'Malley fight is just cash grab, but I'd still want to see it, the build up, everything. The real fight that I want to see for Ryan Garcia is the rematch with Javante Davis with no weight limit, no weight limit, no rehydration clause, none of that. Fighting at a weight that Ryan wants to fight at, but I don't think it'd have to be a catchweight bout, I think. But I don't think Tank could want to do that. But yeah, that was the video. Ryan Garcia was not crazy. He was a genius. It's all a marketing ploy. He knew what he was doing the whole time. If you like this video, guys, don't forget to like, subscribe to stay up to date. I'm going to try to keep posting about boxing, MMA, YouTube boxing, all that good stuff. Stay up to date. Don't forget to follow my Twitter, Instagram and TikTok. All should be linked down below. Drop a comment. What did you guys think of the fight? What did you think of Ryan Garcia? What did you think of the whole situation? I hope everyone's having a good day, man. Peace.